Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Shad Balch, product specialist for Chevrolet at General Motors. Thank you for joining us, Shad.
Thank you for having me, Fred.
Exciting time there. You're at the Los Angeles International Auto Show, and a few things to talk about. One of them has to do with the Corvette Stingray and winning a prestigious Motor Trend Car of the Year award. Give us a little overview of this car, which I can't even buy yet, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty good sign when we start winning awards when we haven't even started selling the car yet. So last night we attended the Motor Trend's annual 2020 Car of the Year awards, and we were very pleased and honored to have the 2020 Corvette win that award. So we were able to pick up the first award last night out here at LA.
What's new and different with the 2020?
Well, everything is new with the 2020 Corvette. It's a mid-engine design, so the engine moves from the front of the car to the back of the car, sits behind the driver. It's a complete redesign, so everything from the frame, the body, the technology, the transmission, all of it is completely new. There's not one carryover component from the last generation Corvette. And it increases power and performance across the board, but also maintains the attainable price point of under $60,000. So you basically can get an exotic supercar for under $60,000.
That's pretty exciting. And on the EV front, you've done some new things with the Bolt that you're showing off there at the show.
Yes, sir. So we're out here in LA, which means that this is EV country. We have the 2020 model year Bolt EV out here, which gets an increase in range from the 238 miles to 259 miles. So that's really the biggest feature that people worry about the most or have questions about when they're looking at EVs is what is the range, how far can I go, and how long does it take to charge? So the Bolt EV, now with its improved range, we're pretty excited about how people are going to respond to that out here.
What are some of the other features that people should know about the Bolt? Some of your competition is making some headlines, but they're not even on the market yet.
Yeah, I mean, the more EV offerings, the better. I think that's the biggest barrier right now for EV adoption is there aren't just many options out there. So the more the merrier. With the Bolt EV, we've been in the market with this vehicle for a few years now, which means that our battery technology and the way that we manage all of the systems and components that power the vehicle, they're tried and true. And there's no battery degradation. Everything is very solidly built in a way that it'll last, for decades. And because that's a lot of questions that we get is, how does the battery last? If I charge it this much, is it going to degrade, and et cetera? So our technology is proven. It's been out there. The Bolt EV follows on the massive success that the Chevy Bolt had out here. So I think that what sets us apart is just our engineering expertise in this technology that can provide customers with a level of confidence that our competition cannot.
And again, that's an estimated 259 miles of range on the new 2020 Bolt EV. So tell us what the market looks like for EVs today. You talked about consumers not having too much choice, but what's it looking like as far as Chevy's perspective?
Well, our CEO, Mary Barra, she has said very directly that the future is electric, that we envision all of our products to eventually be electric. And so that means that everything that we build is going to become electrified as we move away from gas-powered vehicles to electric-powered vehicles. So that is sort of the long-term goal, the broad, high-level point of view. What that means now is we have to get people to understand how this technology fits into their life. There's still a lot of misconceptions about what it's like to live with an electric car. And just by having more exposure to seeing them on the road, to people seeing public charging stations, these sorts of things are needed and necessary to help people overcome the fear or just the unknown of what it would be like to consider an electric vehicle. So there's a lot of education that needs to go into how we talk about EVs and start really pushing them, because the transition is happening, whether we like it or not. And we like it because, frankly, as a car enthusiast myself, you cannot beat electric drive. It has more power, it has more torque, It is silent. There's no running gear, so there's no transmissions and vibrations. Everything about electric drive is what you try to build a gas-powered car to be like. So it covers all those bases, and I think it's just making sure that the people understand that you don't have to compromise by driving an electric vehicle.
Are we seeing more safety technologies, automated vehicle types of technologies showing up in vehicles there?
We are indeed. So all the new safety technologies are pretty much available in Chevy's EV offerings. So these are things like lane departure warning, backup cameras, forward collision alert, all of these things that help you prevent getting in an accident or even entice you not to become distracted. We, strategically place like your phone charger away from your hand's reach so that you're not compelled to pick it up while you're driving. We have things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which allows you to project what's on your device onto your screen in the car so that you don't pick up to text or call. So all of those safety features are available on these electric cars. There's also a lot of convenience features, things like mapping for charging stations. All of these great graphics that help you understand how much range you have. So as your battery gets depleted, you have a very accurate estimate of how far you can go before you need to plug in again. So the technology in these cars is next level. And then, of course, there's things like over-the-air updates that we get to do through for us, through Chevrolet, it's through our OnStar system. So the technology is certainly there.
Terrific. Is there a place people can go to get more info, not just on the Bolt, but on all that you're showing off there?
Definitely. So I would say the best bet is to first start at Chevrolet.com. And then if you want to check out the auto show itself, LAAutoShow.com is the best place to get information. The show starts this Friday, the 22nd, and continues through December 2nd. So that's a good run. We have the Chevy stand has all of the vehicle offerings, everything like we talked about. It's sort of like the bookends. We have the new mid-engine exotic supercar on one side, and then our zero emissions Bolt EV on the other side. So there's something out there for everybody.
Well, congratulations again on the Corvette Stingray getting the Motor Trend Car of the Year, and on all the advancements. Shad Balch, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
Cooking with the power of the sun. Hi, I'm Fred Fishkin, here to tell you about the latest innovation from my friend Patrick Sherwin and his great team at GoSun Stove. The GoSun Fusion has arrived using the company's tried and true reflectors and a solar vacuum tube to get you cooking without the mess of charcoal, heavy propane tanks, or smoke. A really bright idea. And with an optional solar panel and battery storage and the ability to plug in at home or on the road, you really can use the GoSun Fusion to cook anytime and anywhere, day or night, rain or shine. I love what Patrick and his team are doing, and so will you. Want to learn more? Head to gosun.co to check out all of the company's products and innovations, and use the code Techstination to save 10%. That's gosun.co.